Hi there, my name is Colin Fisher, and if you're watching this video, chances are you're trying to find out how to pay for college with YouTube. Now, if you've already seen my Fueling My Future video, you already know a little bit about this project, but if you haven't, let me explain. Fueling My Future is sort of a project that I've started with the hopes that it could help high schoolers help each other pay for college. The idea is, if high schooler A, let's call him Johnny, and high schooler B, let's call her Susie. So if Johnny makes a Fueling My Future video and he monetizes it, then Susie shares it. So she shares the video and Johnny gets a bunch of views and he makes lots of money for college, and he's got a couple $1,000 more than he originally did, and that's really good for him. But what about Susie? Well, Susie then goes and makes a video, a Fueling My Future video. She monetizes it and Johnny does the same. Quid pro quo. So now both Johnny and Susie have made money for college, and they haven't applied for any scholarships or taken out bank loans. Now, I have to precurse this. This will not replace scholarships entirely. This is almost definitely not going to pay for all of your college. You're still going to have to apply for scholarships, and you might even still have to take out some loans. I sincerely hope that you do not, but it is a real possibility. The idea behind Fueling My Future is to just get students out of college as debt-free as possible, because I can't really imagine something much worse than having to pay off student loans till I'm 45. My dad is doing that right now, because when he graduated from law school, he had so much student debt that he could not afford to pay his student loans because his student loan payment was more than his salary. So he had to refinance it for 25 years. And so he's still paying that off. And that does not seem that appealing to me. So the idea is to get as much of the college paid for now. Because think about it. You get out of college. Alright, so I'm going to focus on paying off these student loans. Well, you need a place to live. Alright, well, you've got a job and you need to get there. So you've got car payments. Let's see. You meet a girl, you settle down, and you have a kid, and I think the current statistic is like $250,000 to raise a child. So you've got all these payments, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's good. You're living your life. But that plus the student loans, you're going to pay it off, but it's going to take you a long time. And as the interest accumulates, you're going to wind up spending thousands of dollars more than you had to. So hopefully we can avoid that situation with these videos now. So if you're watching this, hopefully you have the intention of making a video, because if you just watch this, if you don't share it, if you're not going to make your own video, I would appreciate it if you share mine, but I understand if you don't, because there's really nothing in it for you. If you just feel like doing it out of the kindness of your heart, thank you very much. But I would very sincerely like it if you would make a video too, because I don't want this to be a project that only benefits me. I want other people to get some reward out of this, and the only way for that to happen is if other high schoolers make videos. So if you're watching this and you're a high schooler, or you're the parent of a high schooler, or the sibling of a high schooler, if you know someone who's going off to college and needs money for it, and I can almost guarantee you that they do, unless they got a full ride or some really rich parents, they're gonna need money for college. And even if it's not to paying for actual tuition, food, some dorm accessories and whatnot, if you nickel and dime all of this stuff, it gets expensive. So hopefully you're gonna make a video, and this is my advice on making the video in general. Try to keep it short, because if your video is longer than 2 minutes, chances are people are gonna get bored. So try to keep it short, succinct, and do something unique. I have a green screen that's about as unique as I'm gonna get, because I also have to explain this stuff, so I don't have as much time. So I throw up an image on the green screen. I added a little bit of music from audionautics.com. I do suggest that you add music, because when I was editing my video, if I was just listening to me talk, it doesn't sound that good, but when you add in the music, it just sounds a little better. It sounds a little more professional. So I assume you have some sort of video editing software, whether it's Movie Maker, iMovie, something to that effect. But if you don't have a green screen, which a lot of people don't, and you don't have the software to use a green screen, do something else. Perhaps you're a musician. Play a song. Keep it short, like I wouldn't go any longer than 30 seconds. Something to get their attention. If you're a poet, read off something that you wrote. If you're an athlete or you can do some cool trick, just throw in a clip of you doing something awesome. Just something to get their attention, because you've really got like 10 to 15 seconds to make them want to keep watching. So, obviously, aside from that, you're not going to have to explain this project. I mean, it would be great if you say, this video is part of Fueling My Future, and hopefully people will know what that is. But if not, you could possibly give them a reference to my video so that they can figure it out. I will be putting up a website, and hopefully that will be pretty informative. So you can go to FuelingMyFuture.com, or you can email me at FuelingMyFuture@gmail.com. I've also created a Twitter account for Fueling My Future, so you might be able to hit some questions up there. So I'm trying to be as connected as everyone else. I don't want to be this big Wizard of Oz guy like, oh, this is how you make money for college. I'm on the same level as you guys. I'm a broke high schooler looking for money. I'm trying to pay for college just like you guys. So, try to associate it with Fueling My Future, because that's going to link all our videos. That's going to link your video to my video to his video to her video, and that will get all of us more views. So put hashtag Fueling My Future or Fueling My Future in the title. Put both of those in the description, or the tags where you tag your video. If you haven't been on YouTube, when you go to create it, there's going to be a few things you can tag, like funny, bike, fail, stunt, movie, stuff like that. And so put hashtag Fueling My Future or Fueling My Future. And so that way, when my video gets seen in the related videos, your video shows up and people can click on that. So make sure you don't tell people to click on the advertisements, because that's fraudulently increasing your revenue, and that's frowned upon by YouTube, and they may take down your video. So keep it short. Make it personal. If you don't feel comfortable saying your full name, just say I'm a student, or say your first name, maybe even a nickname. Just say you're a senior at high school. Say like you're a junior or a senior at high school. You don't necessarily have to give your hometown. Say what college you're going to, and if you can, wear something or show something that shows that you've invested in this college and that you're serious about going there. Because when people see that you really have a purpose, they're going to probably respond to it a bit better. So yeah, keep it short, keep it cool, make it personal, show your investment, and don't do anything copyright. I put music in the background, but that is royalty-free music. This music came from Audionautics.com. It's called like Second Summer or something. And you can go to Audionautics.com. You can download this music, and it says very clearly on his website, if you use this in a video, you can use it as much as you want. Just say music by Audionautics.com, and I have that in both of my videos. So if you're going to use music, you got to find royalty-free music or have the rights to play it. Do not play I Got a Feeling or Centuries by Fall Out Boy. Did I even mention that? Just don't, like, if you really need to, research copyright law. Just don't do anything copyright if you don't have the rights to it, because you'll get your video taken down immediately and you won't get any money from it, or like you get 1 million views and they sue you. That would be kind of a bummer. So to sort of explain the revenue system, that reminds me. I said in my original video, thank you for contributing 1 cent to my quest for education. And that's roughly what it is. I haven't actually been paid by YouTube, so I don't know exactly what it is. So basically how it works is for every 1,000 views, an advertiser will pay YouTube about $20. Typically $20. YouTube gives half of that revenue to you. So, for every 1,000 views you get $10. And if you do the math, for every 1 view, that's 1 cent. So, if you do the math, you have to get 100 views for $1. And so, 1,000 views for $10, 10,000 views for $100, and 100,000 views for $1,000. So essentially, if you really want to put a dent in, if you really want to like replace an entire scholarship, 100,000 views will get you $1,000, and that is good money. That's not to say that anything less isn't good money. Just any money that you make is more that you don't have to spend from a bank. Now, if you get 100 views, that'll buy you a soda on the way to college. I mean, that's a plus. But promote your video. Share it with your friends. Leave your link in my comments so that I can share it. And I'm going to try to get all of you as many views as I can. And you're going to have to do it quickly. If you see this video, do not hesitate to make a video, because I kind of hypothesize this is going to go sort of like the Ice Bucket Challenge. It's going to be really big for like a month and a half, and then no one's going to remember it. So it's a limited window to actually get this rolling. Hopefully, a bunch of people do this from all over the country, and this becomes a well-known thing. Because if I'm the only one who makes a video, and I make like $10 off of it, big whoop. It doesn't really put a dent in my college expenses, and no one else benefits from it. But if my friends, if my brother and sister make videos, if your friends, if your siblings, if your boyfriends, your girlfriends make videos, well then we've actually got a community of high schoolers that are trying to help each other. So, back to the revenue. I kind of got sidetracked. Essentially, so you've seen that 1 cent per view makes it kind of hard to pay for all of your college. For the rest of my college, for over the next 4 years, I'll need about $50,000. And by the YouTube math, that's about 5 million views. Now, it's been done, it's possible, but it's not likely. I would love it if this went viral and I didn't have to pay for college. And then any money after that, I'm giving to my brother and sister, then my friends, then charity. So don't worry about me spending this on personal stuff. I'm not going to go off on some big shopping spree if I get millions of views. So another way to approach this, make a video every year. After you're done with your freshman year, make another video like this. Say, hi, my name is so-and-so. This is my next Fueling My Future video. I just finished my freshman year in this major at this university, and I got this grade point average. I need such and such more dollars for the next year. And so if you go by a yearly basis, well, 5 million views on one video is huge. But 5 million views on 4 or 5 videos, that's not as big. Like, over the course of 4 or 5 videos, that's much more doable. Because let's say like 1.2-ish million watch 5 different videos. Well, that would be the same as 5 million people watching one video. So, make multiple videos. I'm not really going to have a problem with that because I'm making 3 videos right off the bat. So, I hope you found this informative. I know that there's stuff that I probably left out. This is a somewhat complicated idea. I'm posting another video on how to create a Google account, a YouTube channel, and an AdSense account. So there should be a link in the description to that one if you need to know how to do that. And I hope that this was informative. Like I said, you can send me any questions you have at FuelingMyFuture@gmail.com. The website should be up. I should post the website should be up before I post these videos, and if they're not, I'll edit this out. So you can hopefully go to FuelingMyFuture.com, find some information. Basically, the way that I want that to work is there's going to be a forum where you can just talk with other high schoolers about, hey, I've got this much money, I got this scholarship, you should apply for it, this is a good website, just sort of talking about stuff. And hopefully no cyberbullying. I can't imagine why you would go onto a site like that to pick on people. And if you do, shame on you. What? Like, can't you find something better to do? And hopefully I can take care of that. I've never been an administrator of a website before, but I'm not going to have much of a tolerance for that. So you should be able to go on there. There should be a forum for all that, and then there should be another tab where you can post a link to your video, so that if you're on YouTube, people are searching all this stuff, they see one video, well then there's like 10 in the description, and I'm going to try to set it up to where you can post a link to your video and like a picture of yourself. And if you're doing something cool, like if you've got a guitar in it, or if you're doing a backflip, that's going to make people more likely to click on it, because they're still going to want to see the entertaining videos. In an ideal world, everyone will watch every video. And if we've got 100,000 high schoolers all watching each other's videos, well then, there you go. That's 100,000 views for all of us. And that's $1,000. And I'm pretty sure anyone could use $1,000. But that's just if they watch it, if they all share it. So I'm digressing again. So you should be able to check out the website. I got my buddy, he's going to help me design it and whatnot. He's actually like a web designer. He does it for money. I found that out yesterday and it like blew my mind. All my friends are doing like serious stuff, and I'm sitting here fooling around with a green screen. But I also have to emphasize that this entire community, this entire project is dependent on participation. Like I've said, if I'm the only one who makes a video, A, I'm the only one who benefits, and B, I don't benefit that much. Unless everyone's just really benevolent and shares my video, which I can't complain. But no, please make a video, and it can be short. Now, the monetization process, that you're going to need to do like actually on a computer, but just set up an AdSense account, it'll link to your Google account. It's kind of difficult to find, but it's not that difficult to do. You just got to put in your information. Within a day or two, you should get an email saying you're good to go, and then you can then from your phone, just like get the front-facing cam, get that selfie cam going, and be like, hey, I'm so-and-so, I go to this high school, I want to go to college, help me pay for it. Please share this, and in the title, put Fueling My Future, in the description, put hashtag Fueling My Future and stuff, and then post it to YouTube, and make sure you monetize it. Click that little monetize button, because if you don't, you're not going to get any money, and that's going to be a bummer. And then, still on your phone, head to Facebook or Twitter or whatever, share it or tweet it or whatever. You can like put a link to it on a piece of paper and actually mail it to people if you want. But when you post it, say hashtag Fueling My Future, because on Twitter, the more that gets used, the more it gets seen, and so more people see your video. The entire idea about this is for us to promote ourselves and promote each other. And so this is an altruistic and a benevolent sort of idea. If you're a complete social Darwinist and you're like, you know what, to heck with all of those guys, I'm going to get money for myself, they can all wind up at Burger King for all I care, then go ahead. If you've watched this entire video and you have that mentality, I'm not sure what you're doing, but you've got a lot of time on your hands. I am ranting like crazy. This video is going to be so long. Hopefully I can find some stuff to cut out, because this is going to be a really long video. Thank you for watching. I hope this was informative, and welcome to the Fueling My Future community, the Society of Broke High Schoolers. So, goodbye, I guess. Have a wonderful day.